What's happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we're talking transfers yet again. Of course, it is that season. Pretty much is that time of the year where we'll be talking about transfers on a continuous basis and quite often. But the person that's been linked with a club today or in the last few days really would be Mario Balotelli, and that's actually come as a huge surprise to me for a number of reasons really, which I will be explaining throughout the whole video. But the main reason being, do we need another striker? Of course, we know that we've got Aubameyang. We also do have Gazzetta, two huge acquisitions for us. Of course, I'm not saying Balotelli will come into the team and take the place of either one of those two, but we do have a number of strikers on our books. We also have Daniel Welbeck, who certainly can play up front. Of course, we did end up selling Giroud last season, but of course, he hasn't been replaced as such. Does Mario Balotelli count as a good replacement? I don't know, but to me, it doesn't really come across as the player that I would want at the club, as well as the fact that obviously he's got previous history within the Premier League. So we do know him quite really well from his time at Man City, where he got up to all sorts of antiques during his time there. Namely, one of the key moments that I do remember from his time there was when he set off a bunch of fireworks indoors and set a fire in his own house, and essentially ended up having to get the fire service coming out to him, etc. So he was always in the news for a number of reasons. Of course, he did do some good things which weren't really publicized, but the majority of the time he was in the press, it was due to negative press. However, let's talk about his time at Nice in the French League. So he joined Nice after his terrible stint at Liverpool, where he played under Brendan Rodgers, and essentially he only scored 4 goals under Brendan Rodgers, and that was absolutely atrocious. That was a huge difference from the player that we saw really emerging at Inter Milan, as well as the player that we saw at Man City, who won the title with Man City, providing an assist at that title-winning goal, which Sergio Aguero ended up scoring. Fantastic moment for him as well, and the whole club for them. But when he moved to Liverpool, something didn't click. His ego may probably got into the way, I'm not too sure, but something didn't click. He obviously went away, did some soul searching, if you like, ended up at Nice in France, and he's had a blinding couple of seasons there. So he's scored 43 goals in 66 appearances whilst he's been in France playing it in the Ligue 1, and essentially he's been putting on great performances, which has actually led to him being recalled back to the national team by his former manager, and that is Roberto Mancini. And essentially he's been having a fantastic time. As I said, scored 26 goals in all competitions last season. So the proof is within the pudding. The numbers don't lie. Of course, we always reiterate and we do state that other leagues are different to the Premier League. Premier League is extremely challenging. One week you may be flying, the next week you're absolutely rock bottom and you're losing to someone like Brighton, which is something that we did experience quite often as Arsenal fans last season. But that's obviously not the point. But the French league, as I said, is of course completely different to the Premier League. So you will find that a lot of players, average players I should say, will be scoring a lot of goals over there. But he was the 5th joint top scorer within the league, which is not a bad achievement in my opinion last season. He outscored people that were playing with superstars around him, such as Kylian Mbappe. So that is a good sign. My only issue is, if he comes, does he disrupt the dressing room? Is he going to be a positive, would he be a positive figure within the dressing room? He's obviously 28 now. He's obviously grown up slightly a little bit from the time that we obviously saw him at Man City. But my main concern would be the effect. So we talk about the fee. Obviously, Balotelli is a free agent as we speak. His contract at Nice is currently run out or come to an end, and he is available to sign for free. And again, this to me reinforces the fact that we've only got a small transfer budget, and we need to be shrewd and be clever about what we do and what we buy within the market. If that is the case, if that is true, then Balotelli will certainly be a big purchase. Of course, it will be extremely disappointing if it turns out that would be the case, that we've only got £50 million in the kitty. It would be extremely disappointing, leaving the manager, really the new manager, with very limited resources to work with moving forward within the new season. And actually, he wants to get his ideas across. There may be 1 or 2 particular players that he knows who will be able to galvanise the rest of the squad, and he knows that they can take in his message just like that, quickly, and essentially pass on the rest of the message to the rest of the players within the squad. So it's going to be an interesting summer as usual. So as usual, yet again, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.